Long. Good morning, students. I think I am audible to you, so it might be
Yes,
correct.
sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Mm. So in this, the topic we will select that is in the syllabus is atomic absorption spectroscopy. So it is one of the important instrument based on the absorption of um, light. We can going to estimate both quantitatively as well as qualitatively. We can estimate. So far, so listen first. So far, very neatly we can understanding that how many metals, how many substances are going to um, dissolved in that solutions. In this, not only dissolved solution you will take, along with you will take solid substances also. Along with you will take slurries also, whether it is solution or suspension, or even we can consider the solid pieces of substances also we have taken. That is one of the most advantageous.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Voice is not clear. Some sound is coming.
Yes, sir.
What is that sound? I don't know. But so far, let me wait for this. What this sound means, okay, I don't know. I think some of them they are getting entry. Yes, the participants are entered. At the time, we can get that sound. So in this atomic absorption spectroscopy, name atomic means we have taken the atoms. So the absorption means already you know it in the colorimetry. What is in that colorimetry? The absorption of light radiation with specific wavelength, and it is expressed in logarithmic also. That is a log I naught by it. That is reverse of the transmittance. That we can going to assess here using of atomic absorption spectroscopy. The diagram, block diagram is as same as flame photometer, or otherwise we can draw the two block diagrams from two different books. I have sent to you in the groups. You keep it aside. Otherwise, better already I told you to draw it. So for that draw is more essential to you to understanding. Even for this flame photometry, what are the steps are there? So one Bunsen burner is there. Here also same. So flame is that is coming out. For the burning of any substances, fuel is required in this flame photometry. So here also this flame, here also we can requiring of that is fuel. Along with that, one air compressor. Air is passing to that. So I think you have watched the flame photometric estimation of sodium and potassium in that lab experiment. I have sent to you in the YouTube, in the groups also. You should watch it. That very clear idea given to you to how to estimate the given substances, whether it is in solution or it is in slurries or it is in the any solid pieces. But in flame photometry, only we have prepared the solution, not even colloidal solutions also. So only the preparing the solution. Here, atomic absorption spectroscopy, it is in any format. It is either in solid or liquid, including of gaseous status also. So that is directly happened to going to this um, it has happened. So far, in this same, the flame is there. Afterwards, that one aspiration tube is there. So that is atomizer nozzle or nebulizers, we can call it as. From that small, look like capillary tube. It is a plastic or this polythene tube used to absorb the solution. Used to absorb the solution. It is in the notes also, in the black diagram also, in the flame photometry in direct photo also it is there. I think you have seen well and good. You have not seen, you have to watch afterwards. One small tube is dipped into the solution. From that, at the time of dipped, while it is the starting of burning of this starting of gas point and the starting of this put on that flame, immediately whatever the solution is we keep under the that aspiration tube. Aspiration means the sucking tube, sucking of solution. If you taking into as gas, that is also it can suck. So if it is in slurry, it should not suck, or even it is in solid, it should not suck. At the time, we that sample is keep into this our flame. In that the flame is two type of atomizers are there. One is graphite and another one is atomizers of flame. How it is the flame is coming out nearby that under that here under that one atomizer in two diagrams it is there. So above that it is a flame is coming out. So below the flame, so we have fixed the atomizer. So at the end of that aspiration tube, another end is atomizer and burner. In another end is we can keep the aspirated tube end. So it is this, and that is we can kept it near the solution. So afterwards left to the flame. So one of that what is we can call it as a lens is, that is light source is there. In the other experiment only one type of source we can use. Now we are lasers also we can use, and other than this cathodic ray, this halo cathode lamp is also we can use it. In our notes, it is too much of that is too much of explanation of allocathodic lamps. So at the time of writing the exam, suppose this question will ask, don't write too much of how to using of allocathode lamps. Instead of that, you can write one or two lines of light source is either allocathode lamps or lasers we can use it. So what is the advantages of this halo cathode tube? So we can use it at the time. We can insert the more than nine or 10 items of cathodic ions. It can absorb all cations, all cations. So when we are using of this cathodic lamp, halo cathodic lamp. So in that one anode is there and cathode is there. That cathodic portion, that is that look like of semicircular woven, so that attract the how many are number of how many also, how much also. So far we can call it as it is used to estimate both qualitatively and quantitatively. So not only the sodium, potassium, rubidium, so including of all types of the metals, we can use it, no problem and no doubt also. So along with alkali metals and alkaline metals, including iron is there, zinc is there, first AV. So all this we in the flame photometry, first we have prepared the series of standard solution. Of course, here this is also we can prepare. If not prepared also, maximum 9 items, 9 types of cationic metals we can go into distribute, we can go into estimate very easily. So far it is one of the most advantages and a very good, excellent, very precise manner of compared to the flame photometry same, but it is the, we are saving of too much of time. From that we can using of any other. So it means that in flame mode of photometer we can change the filter also, we can change the lens also. In the atomic absorption spectroscopy, we no need to change. Just we can take the sample, keep under this aspirant tube, and switch on this everything. Caliber for 0 for distilled DM double distilled water. If you want, you make it for 100 also. If don't want also, no problem. So immediately under the visible range of this spectrometer, visible range of light emission, light is coming. So that can absorb at the time of number of atoms. How many number of atoms are there? Different atoms are also there. Sodium, potassium, calcium, rubidium, all these also there. In each, how much of absorption is afterwards the light is absorbed, then passed into this that lens, followed by monochromator, photodetector, and display data processor, as well as display recorder also. So for this, when it is sent that, at the time this monochromator and this data display, they separate type of line spectroscopy, separate line spectrum as formed. Suppose if you taking 1000 ppm of standard solution, keep under that, keep under that aspiration tube at the time, so we can get it as a complete band on the display. Complete band will come, line spectrum will come. If it is, we have taken 20 ppm solution or 40 ppm solution, 60 ppm solution, 80 ppm solution, same this is also we have to prepare. How do you prepare? The same 1.27 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 1 liter. From that you can pipette out or measure the 2 ml. Take the first 50 ml volumetric tube, volumetric flask. Take second one. Take 4 ml of from the standard solution, that is stock solution. Third one is 6 ml. Fourth one is 8 ml. Fifth one is 10 ml. For sample, you can take any mls also. You can take 10 ml also, no problem. Or even you take 5 ml also, no problem. Or 1 ml also, no problem. Nothing will happen. Better you will take more than 10 ml at the time of aspirant, the aspiration sucking the solution. So it can converting into as this separation. At the time of aspiration, separate the liquids also, and separate the atoms also. The atoms are changing into the gaseous form. At the time of it is then it is four workings are going on, that is vaporization, dissolution, and atomization, as well as followed by ionization. All things going on, these four in the atomizers in the flame, all these four works are done. So at the time immediately, if you taken 20 ppm solution, where the 20 ppm band space is fixed, at that place only the band as marked, closely packed, closely band as formed, and it is different from one black line. So far we can call it as a instead of atomic spectrum, we can call it as a line spectrum. We can get the line spectrum. The 20 ppm we have taken, or 2 ml we have taken, it is at the, near the marking of screen, only bands as formed. For 40 ppm you have taken, so near only the 40 ppm bands only it has fit. You can taking 60 ppm, and near the 60 ppm only the band as filled, like that. 80 ppm, near the 80 ppm only the band has formed. So that is separated, curved, the line spectrum as formed on the data processor and the signal recorder. It has taken place. Of course, it is there on this flame photometry also. The find out the difference between flame photometer as well as atomic absorption spectroscopy. One is the aspiration tube observed in both cases, atomic absorption as well as flame photometry also. When it is observed near the Bunsen burner, the immediately it has taken the sublimation and atomization takes place in the flame photometer. In the atomic absorption spectroscopy, only atomization takes place. It means the that the tube is separate the liquids as well as atoms of in the gaseous form. that is making into the vaporization. Both it has in both it taken place. After this, the in the flame photometry, the absorption of the light and excited into this get jumped into its higher level. Here also get excited into this in the atomic spectroscopy AAS. It is also excited, but not come down as to the normal of emission of the light. So this is only we can call it as atomic absorption spectroscopy. In this spectrometer, atoms absorb the lights under the visible region or infrared regions or ultraviolet regions. All these three regions. Of course, we have set up for this visible region. Only visible range of this absorption has taken place in that, no doubt. Both cases also. In the flame photometry, getting excited into the higher stage and come down to the its normal or original status at the time it emits the rays. So far the flame is getting colorized. Flame become this gorgeous. Here we have not estimation of the flame. So when it is jumped into this its excitation, its higher level, at the time rays is passing from that is source of the light. So passing from source of the light, and then it is passing towards of this sample, afterwards it towards of a lens slit, or even we can call it as monochromator. So we can directly using the monochromator also, or we can call it as filter also. Lens is there, it is focus the rays. If slit is there, only which portion, how much portion of sample is there in the cuvette, so that much only we can the convergent of the rays towards of that sample only, not beyond that. So finally it is monochromator is separation of the rays, afterwards absorption takes place, absorption is over, then it is the absorbed rays is the continuous interference letters, or even that much of light is only passing towards the photo detector. It is decided, it is calculated, it has analyzed, then that signal transduced signal is sending towards of last, that is data processor and display. So that if you wanted to see any things is there, we can record it. So for recording purposes also we can using of what we can call it as photo multiplier tubes. So it is four types are there. One is barrier layer cells, photosensitive tubes, photomultiplier tubes, and photoconductive cells. Usually we are using a photomultiplier tubes to recording of whether it is 20 ppm or 40 ppm or 60 ppm. Whatever the ppm we have taken, no problem. If not taken also, no problem. So directly we can sucking this solution by this aspirant. At the time it is coming towards of atomizer near this flame photometer, that is Bunsen burner, they immediately how many number of atoms are there get excited into this higher energy level. It is only nanosecond, not too much of time. So afterwards come to this normal. When it is at the time of excited state, how much percentages of light is absorbed by those atoms, at that waves we can sending towards of a monochromator, photo detector, and data display analyzer. For all these things we can do it. For we have prepared individually also. If you want sodium you can estimate, you want potassium you can estimate. So prepare the sodium chloride solution. If you want potassium chloride, same it has how you have prepared this 20 ppm to 100 ppm, same type prepared. But of course beyond that range any more, in the flame photometry very exact reading we can get it under of 100 ppm. So more than that again we will dilute the solution of given analytes. So it has happened. So here, if we using of the light source is halocathodic tube, so in one taking this 100 ml of water sample, 100 ml of any solutions, immediately keep under that is aspirant tube, immediately it's sucking of that solution and send towards of that atomizer, as well as what we can call it as a that is nebulizer. Nebulizer is sucking, afterwards sent to this atomizer. under the Bunsen blame funnel, so it can the four functions taken place. That is, one is dissolution. It means separation of water and separation of atoms also. So the after separation has taken place, water is evaporated, but atoms are not evaporated. So then that continuous burning of this supplying of this compressor oxygen as well as flame, immediately the solid particles of atoms are getting into as vaporization. So dissolution takes place, separations of atoms and liquids, and vaporization also takes place because of too much of hot is there. If you want too much of hot at a time, you can using of air acetylene. Its temperature 2300 degrees centigrade. If you using of this oxide acetylene, at the time we are getting 2700. Too much of heat is there. Immediately any of the atom particle is changing into its vaporization status, no doubt. So afterward, this atomization, in this, what is these things of atomization? So this absorb of light, absorption takes place. At the time it is races also passing. So it is when it is races are passing, it can getting higher energy also. So it is sodium becomes sodium plus also, sodium Na minus also. It is excited state. How much percentage of light is absorbed under the visible region of the spectrum? So immediately passing, then it is to the photo detector, and by this data analyzer and recorder, immediately it has noted. So that is based on that, how much ppm of sodium or potassium, any metal is there, we can easily going to find out. As the same way, for this we can using this flame atomizer as well as graphite atomizer. For in the graphite atomizer, it is there below the space of what we can call it as that is uh, that is graphite atomizer. It is a making of graphite. It look like a funnel. So it is otherwise in container, look like a beaker container. You keep into that. It is very sensitive. It is very sensitive. So at the time when it is too much of sensitive, immediately it absorbs the lights, and cations are attract towards of this cathode allo cathode light source allo cathode lamp. So afterwards, the same rays are passing towards these samples to the monochromator, to the protector, photo detector, to the last is data processor and display. Immediately, how much of ppm of, whether it is sodium is there, calcium is there, but anything, any even taking solids also, even takes slurry also. At the time the one more sample space is there, we can keep into this, that space has given to you, that is a electrothermal atomizer or graphite atomizer. Immediately the absorption of the plane, afterwards it is sending to this monochromator, photo detector as well as a data processor. So this is happened so very neatly. Yeah, of course, if you take in the solution, prepare all these 20 ppm, 40, 60, 80, 100, keep changing one by one, note down its ppm's absorbance. So in one column, 2 ml, 4 ml, 6 ml, 8 ml, 10 ml. So in another second column is absorbance. How did you wrote in the colorimetry? As the same. How the principles as followed in the colorimetry, here also same principles as followed. So for this is, it holds good of Beer's Lambert's law. So what is this Beer's Lambert's Beer's law? It is the emission, the intensity of monochromatic light decreases as the concentration of the absorbing substances is increases mathematically or arithmetically. So Lambert's law, the emissions of monochromatic light intensity is, decreases as the thickness of the absorbing medium increases arithmetically. So both absorption is based on depending on the incident light of intensity. If it is more salt is there, the more number of light as absorbed. Less salt is there, less the percentage of light as absorbed. So this is a holds good of Bees Lambert's law. So in flame photometry, it should not, because it is double calibrations also. So along with that double calibrations, little bit precise number of values are going to little bit 0.001, whether it is nanometer or picometer, picograms, that much is varied. In this here the advantages is high selectivity and sensitivity. You can take solids also, liquids also, slurry also, highly selectivity, very minute, even for 0.001 gram also you will take it. It can selective also, and too much of sensitivities also. And for all this, no need to going to change the slides. In the flame photometry, for sodium is 589 nanometer slide we can put, or filter we can put. Otherwise, we cannot estimate the sodium. For potassium, we can change the slide. Otherwise, we can change the what we can call it uh, as we can change the that is a lens, or change the filter. If not changing, we cannot identify, we cannot estimate the its respective cations. Here, no need to go into change. Very simplest. Switch on, calibrate to this zero. Then it is you can take, if you want taking in, making it the solution, availability of solution is there, you can take it. Otherwise, take into slurry also. Otherwise, you can take into this solid piece also, where the space providing of that graphite atomizer below the Bunsen burner space is given. At the time you keep it, so immediately the record this whatever these readings, the absorbance is going on, it is note down. Afterwards you can plot the graph also. When you will plot the graph, if you are using 20 ppm, 40 ppm, 60 ppm, 80 ppm, and 100 ppm you are used, at the time you can plot the graph. If not using of any these series of standard solution, directly you can get the values. So for here it is no need to separation of preparation of solutions also, no need to preparation of slurry also, and it is fast also, very simple also, and multi analyzes. You can put any of this one solid piece you have taken. Suppose you will take the piece of bronze and both that is alloys. Immediately how much of percentage of this, how much of percentage of that, immediately it can notice it, and it is give the result. So analysis is very easy. You can taking any type of the solutions also very easy. So at the time, so it has the follow the principle of the atoms coming from this nebulizer or atomizer. So at the absorption of the light radiation under the visible spectrum, so at the time it is absorbed and getting into the excited state or higher energy level, immediately the signals as passing from the sample to the monochromator, followed by photodetector, followed by data processor, so immediately recorded. So this is if you taking as the estimation of percentage of copper in this bronze or brass, any of these mixtures, also duralumin, anything. You can take the any much of these small pieces, keep it into this electrothermal or graphite atomizer. For solids, it is fixed. And slurries also you can keep it into this the graphite atomizer. If you want to taking the solution, at the time we are using the aspirants. So this is the procedure we have to follow. So when it is absorb this light, absorb the light, getting excited into the higher level, at the time it send the signals, we can estimate the energy. How much of it is getting of energy, we can going to estimate by one formula, that is E. So E2 minus E1. So that is what is delta, we can going to find out. So this delta E is already you can study it in the potentiometry. As the same way here, so what is that? So before that excitation of this sampled also, we can get it as a E1. E1. So after this continuation that excited, and this E2 is also recorded. for delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, E which is equal to H nu. So for nu is C by lambda, that is velocity of light by the wavelength. So we can easily find out, and getting to that what is its normal energy. It is in that ground state level. When it is excited, how much of energy is absorbed. Based on that, we can announce the given sample containing whether it is a nitrogen, whether it is sodium, potassium, any type of the metal, because already this is of this absorption of the light of each specific metal, specific solution, specific cations is recorded, immediately matching with that. That is also we can get. And how much percentage if it is in this in that bronze or brass. So these both copper and zinc, how much 60 to 90 percentages of copper, and 10 to 40% of zinc is there. So that is also how much is there, how much percentages are there, other than any minute impurities of. We can taking that piece in the atomic spectrometer. Iron is also there, it can this percentage of iron is there. So this immediate this that standard bands are matching with separately, that bands are matching with that due to this separated interference lines, spectrometer has formed. Immediately we can take the calculated path length also, and how much in the small pieces, how much percentages of metals are there, and how much quantities of metals are there, we can immediately we can find out. So far so in this atomic spectrometer, it is using is also easy, determination is also easy. So for this we can use two types of the lamps. One is cathode halo lamps. At the time we can going to test of 9 items in this one, taking piece of any of metals, any percentages of any number of maximum is 9 numbers of impurities are there, or percentages are there. Immediately we can going to find out without preparation of this is series of standard solution. If it is using of laser, only one. Look like using the laser lamp, light source is you are using the laser lamp, only one at a time. You should not changing the slide, or should not changing the filter. Just you can, if you want to change, prepare the series of standard solution, you find out either sodium, then for this find out the potassium, prepare the series of standard solution, then you will go into. Instead of that, you are um, using of cathode, halo cathode lamp. Immediately, no need to preparing of series of standard solution also, we can go into find out. If you used the samples 20 40 m, all this, you plot the graph. X-axis is 1 ml consists of 1 ppm, 10 ppm, 20 ppm. So whether it is multiplication of 10 on the x-axis, y-axis is absorbance. Definitely it is recorded. If you take in notebook also, you can record it. Afterwards, this unknown solution you mark it on y-axis where it is come across the calibration curve. What do you meaning of calibration curve? It is a straight line. It holds good, satisfy or satisfy of both absorbance and volumes. That is both the Beers and Lambert's law. Immediately can get the straight line. So very exactly simplest manner of find out the solutions of absorbance by that is atomic absorption spectroscopy. As the same way, so we have used that the comparison between both the flame photometry and atomic absorption spectroscopy also. Simplest difference is this flame photometry is completely depending on excited atoms. It is excited atoms, afterwards emission of the flame. So both is definitely excitings of atoms. When it is come down to the normal state, it emit the fluorescence, that is light rays. So far its flame become gorgeous, it is easily, so we can call it as flame atomic emission spectroscopy. Here only the absorption, at the time of absorbing nanoseconds it's sending the signals, so we can call it as a atomic absorption spectroscopy because it is the simplest difference. Here this in the flame photometry, radiations we can note down at the time of at the time of emissions. So here this in the atomic absorption, when it is excited at the time of here excited, then it is come down to the original status at the time recorded in the flame photometer. But in the atomic absorption spectroscopy, when it is excited, that at that time only immediate recorded. Here the emission intensity is we can consider in the flame photometer. In atomic absorption spectroscopy, no need to flame we will consider because we can using of acetylene oxides at the time 2300 degrees centigrade. We are using of any other that is we can call it as oxide acetylene at the time 2700. Air acetylene is 2300 degrees centigrade. Oxides of acetylene is 2700 degree centigrade. So far, no need to considerations of flame hotness in the atomic absorption spectroscopy, but in the flame photometry, the flame temperature will consider. In that flame photometry should not holds good the Beers and Lambert's law, but this absorption spectroscopy based on this colorimetry it can satisfy. So what is this colorimetry? The chemical analysis through the measuring the absorption of the light under the visible region of the spectrum with known concentration of the given sample. Known concentration is very much required in the colorimetry. In flame photometry, the known concentration is very much required into this flame photometry also. As the same here also required for the solution. If you taking into solids and slurry, no need of this required. Suppose you prepare that slurry into the solution, no problem. If it is solid, it has not prepared. Very exactly what is you can get it. So 1 gram is there, 1 gram of copper is there in a given sample. 1 gram of copper sulfate is you can dissolve, then you can estimate that is also getting the same absorbance. Metal piece also getting the same absorbance. That nebulization is not required. Is nebulization means the taking of aspirants from the flame photometry. At the time it is separated into the liquids and gaseous forms of the atoms. Here it is instead of gaseous forms, it can in the atomic absorption spectroscopy separated into the water if solution. If not taking the solution, only atoms are there. The four stages taken place, that is dissolvation. If it is any minute water is there in the atoms, that can also separate it and making into vaporization. Here also vaporization. The atomization's four steps taken place, that is dissolution, vaporization, atomization and ionization. That atomization making into the gas, making into the atoms are gaseous and spray on the flame immediately, that what is it has absorbed, that is sending, and what is it is come down to this normal status at the time emission is also, that is it getting ionization after its excited status, immediately the metal has a form. For this very neat explanation to that, you can read the notes also. We have sent the one more materials to you also. You get ready for 8 marks. At least you can draw these diagrams, block diagrams. What is there in this halocathode tube? Atomic absorption spectroscopy is one diagram, block diagram is there. You will write it and answer it. So for any of the questions, you can ask me. I can comparison of all these instrumentation methods, analyzed this quantitatively as well as quantitatively, qualitatively. Both we can we can do it, and as well as we can find out it also. So far this instrument, both including flame photometry and atomic absorption spectroscopy, both are the parts of the spectroscopy. Both these spectroscopes are using for not only quantitative method but also the qualitative method. In flame photometry, if sodium is there or not in the given sample, At the time, just you can keep under that unknown solution. If you put the sodium slide, put the sodium filter, immediately the absorbance take place. If no sodium is there, the absorbance it shows the zero. If 1 or 2% is there, 1 or 2 atoms are there, 1 ppm or 2 ppm immediately it can show. So as the same way in atomic absorption spectroscopy also, the separated band wave, they will width of the separated wave as formed, immediately it is matching with the standard. That indicates how much quantity it is also there, and that band is formed with the same metal. You can 9 metals, the 9 impurities are there: sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium. Any of this mixing of all the solution you have taken place also, the same of this conductometry, immediately it is separated them itself into the this much of percentages as there. Immediately we can go into find out. So far these instrumentations of analysis, instrumentation method of analysis: potentiometry, conductometry, pka, including of colorimetry, flame photometry, atomic absorption spectroscopy. All of these in my knowledge I can explain. So for this, any of the questions you are having, you can ask me. Any small words also, or any bit of words also. So in this, I think syllabus has completed. For just the remaining days, we can announcing this next tomorrow by 11:15 to 12:15 classes are there at the time. So we can discussion on this module 3, that is fuels. So we can going to explain. Already madam has done. So just of this going to touch. So we will conduct the next week. We will conduct the second and the third internals at a time. That is also multiple choice of questions. How we have attended this first internal as the same way. So we have connect this link. So then it is we can allow you. So one by one. So both you can send that different links. You selected that two links. Whether it is at a time we will give it. Otherwise 2-3 days are also taking the gap also we will give it. But totally we taking the average of all three internals. So be carefully, you can attend all three internals. So in that internals, how much of you can got the marks, that much only will send to the university. Every day you watching at the time of free, all the lab experiment you can watch. So before any of this the corona has come down, suppose we can allow you to this lab also and come and you will practice also. Before that, all the 5-6 experiments what you have done and what you have not done, their short procedure also you can byert it, and short procedure also without making mistake, without overwrite, without strikeout, without strike, without override. So that type of rating the short procedures you rate it. So that will give this more than 15 marks to you. So for all these things, every day we will give the guidelines to you. And immediately if you are, when you are having the doubts, you can call to us also. So at the time we can going to solve your any of the doubts through phone only. If it is not possible to understanding also, so you will write it, we will write it on this sheet and take the cam scanner and will send you. So you will read it and understand. Afterwards also discussion going on. So in this manner we are going to very neatly explain the engineering chemistry in the second sem. So we have completed that syllabus. So next classes onwards, only revisions going on. So the module of 3, first and second module we have completed in the class. So that is for each module is for 20 marks, 20 plus 20 plus 20. So it is 100 marks exam. I think it is, they will reduce or not, we don't know. But if not reduce, you get ready of writing of all this. So 3 numerical problems, 7 into 3, 21 marks, and other important questions also we will give it. So every day you will practice under this, keep touch with this rating. So afterwards you can these tests also you can do all those things very sincerely, with under the pressure only. So without the pressure, could not study it also, because you not have the very good timetable you have drawn. Immediately you can pass the time. Avoid that pass the time, as well as very neatly understanding. If not understanding any of the things, for all the students, whether those who have attended or not attended, so you can ask the questions and get clarified. So we want 100% of the result from B sections under the chemistry as well as other subjects also. So for very neatly, to we can read it and we can getting the answer. So any of the doubts you can ask me. Now only try to clarify. If not, afterwards also you can call me also through phone for any question, whether it is first, second, third, whatever the modules, you can immediately directly ask the questions. I can try to solve your doubts and better understanding of the concept. Everyone get 100% of results with good marks and more marks. So okay, better luck. Any of these doubts you can ask me. What Durga Prasad and others also, how many have attended. So it is
Yes, sir.
any doubts are there, you can collect also, you can ask the questions. Mm, Not now only, afterwards also. Now you
Yes, sir.
can, you are asking anything, you can ask me. And others also, anybody is having one by one, you can ask, clarify the doubts. Yeah, but other times also you can ask, I can clarify. Okay, thank you.
No, sir.
Now tell me. Hello. Okay, thank you.